that which we feed, and in certain matters it is wise to fast. Starve both wolves. Instead of constantly seeking to play into the paradigm of us versus them, perhaps it should be seen that one needs to work on their own individual unity. No one else is going to walk the lengths for you, and the promise of salvation was always a false one, created by the very same abusers who promise protection from their same hands that ceaselessly commit violence and atrocities of all kinds. The quality of their trust is about as diluted as it gets. They are the side of ourselves that have completely forgotten who they are. This is extremely difficult to discern when one has elevated themselves beyond the darkness. It is important to keep doing the internal work and to help others do the same. One day, though, they will be healed too. Until such a time, it is best to remind oneself on this great journey of mystery, there can be no winners or losers when there is just you. This world is testing the limits of the individual now more than ever. The pressure it is now being seen will only continue to escalate. How does one deal with the pressure? What are the solutions? Why is any of this even happening? These are big questions. And the problem with big questions is that the answers to them are going to be very different for everyone. As related again to health, this is why there can never be a one-size-fits-all solution to anything in life. The perpetrators of ill intent are trying to bend everyone's will towards a cattle line corral, one-size-fits-all solution, which will lead to tragic consequences. They are not human. It is felt that the true observer already knows and feels this to be patently obvious. As to the question of why this is happening, there could be a million reasons that anyone could come up with, but the fact remains, it is happening. Here I am in this thing, and what are my responses going to be towards it all? It is realized that this is not what a lot of people want to hear. The human mind is conditioned to being directed, to being told what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. This can be a good thing up to a point. A person learns through guidance, which is the very basis of teaching. But at a certain point, guidance can be quickly converted into misguidance, deception, and betrayal. If the speaker told you all of the things to do, how to do them, and when to do them, could you trust with absolute certainty the advice being given? Why would anyone beseech the speaker for advice in this regard? This is why there is such an insistence on finding those answers within yourselves, because they have always been there and they always will be. No one needs to tell you what to do in the moment that you need to do it. It is the basis of what Krishnamurti called choiceless action, because when done from the very center of your being, the action is done perfectly in the moment, and is the action that is called for in the situation that you are in. When one begins to live their life in this way with everything that they do, they then become the writer of their own story. One can then even become the true creator of their own destiny.